almost started up out of uniform. Can I dock myself my own pay? That beeth the question. Tanky and Lux, welcome to the cafe. The doors are about to open. Please stand back. Let me open the doors. Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, God. Gotta tie this apron on. Dude, it does. It does look dope. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Monk Cafe. I'm your humble barista, HypMonk. And welcome to my humble cafe, the Monk Cafe. Thank you, Lex. I hope you're having a great and fantastic morning. Morning. For those that haven't seen yet, I have more room. It was a lot of reconstruction. I was supposed to post it on social media, but I don't do that. I'm bad at social media. Just woke up like an hour ago. Same! I woke up at 10, which for you would have been 9. And now it's 11:22, which we both know would be 10:22. And that has been Math with Monk. That has been Math with Monk. Don't say rocks to Tanky. It's his trigger word. Tanky! Rocks. Oh, did you get Roadcraft working? Because I finally got a chance to play it. And let me tell you what, dude. I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning. I want to play that demo now. The third level they give you on the demo is big. And I want to play. I didn't finish it because all the flood damage. So much sand. So much sand. So, Tanky, what's up with the rocks? I also like the idea of you're spasming in the chat. Just full spazzing in chat over rocks. Dude, I actually have... Oh, do I have it or did I play it on Game Pass? It was probably on Game Pass. I do kind of like those games, but Roadcraft, it's a little different. Roadcraft hits a bit different. Rocks is work related. Okay, it's not game related. I'm trying to picture what entailed your job in Rocks. So instead, I'm just going to do it again. Rocks. Oh, shit. Let me get you guys tea and coffee. I'm freaking out. Today we're going to have a chill day. Let me tell you what. Actually, I'm going to... just the spasming in chat, dude. Just the continuous unyielding spasm. Yeah, I woke up, I stayed up way too late, I slept way too in, then I have to end stream early, because Bag fucked up and sent me something, so I gotta leave to go somewhere. Like, what the fuck? It's raining today. It's a super rainy day. Who wants to leave the house? I don't. Indy! Welcome in, good morning to you. Why, I don't want to leave the house. Like, why would I want to leave? Dude, that sounds wonderful, actually. I'm so tired. I'm so tired it's so rainy outside. It's like, what the heck? Yeah. Yeah, lurk bait fishing, it works. It's good stuff. Rain is scary here? Why? Because you moved to Tornado Alley? You're used to the ground shaking everything. Why are you worried about the thunder shaking everything? What is any worse? I'm here to you know, man, I figured I was like, it's like flies to shit, like pigs to mud. You open the fish and the lurkers will play. Full Chicken Little, not the sky. The sky technically is shaking. Yes. In a thunderstorm, technically speaking, the cloud is shaking. Ooh, Tanky, that's a great question. Because if it is, I want to try it. Because that game needs to be multiplayer so bad because it's so much to do by yourself. The concept, like laying down sand and then having to switch to the bulldozer, to lay down sand, to switch to the bulldozer, to lay down sand, to switch to the bulldozer. Monk, when are we gonna play another spooky game? I want to scare Tanky. Fucking pick one. Message me. Let's set it up. We'll scare the pants off of old Tanky Ninja. I don't think I have anything new because I'm a little bitch. I don't play the extremely spooky games. I'll check out the coffee run. Okay. They just ain't got any of these days. Not really. Panic Delivery is a free demo right now from Next Fest. That is like Repo and all those other games. That game is pretty fun. I played that last night. Repo I really want to try. I do want to do a Repo collab. I know I want to do a Repo collab, but I'm waiting till I get paid. I don't have enough subs or donos. I gotta wait till my real job pays me. Did I never answer? Oh, I'm sorry. I did my answer in the head thing probably. I probably went, oh, I can't afford it right now, and then didn't reply. My bad. My bad. Consider this my reply. It looks really fun. I'm trying to go in blind, but every content creator on the earth is playing it now. Gaming mentioned is a tad spooky. Headliners? Headliners isn't. It's more funny than it is spooky. Panic Delivery is much scarier, but that's not as bad either. Repo looks far more scary. But even then, I don't know how spooky it really is. Any of those games, the moment I'm collabing, the moment I'm sitting next to my friend being a dickhead, it's no longer that scary. It strips fear off of me. Just takes it away. The moment I can, ooh, nice swordfish. The moment I can set up my friends for disaster, I'm less scared. But I will say all of those games, Lethal Company, Panic Delivery, Headliners, Repo, I'm sure, the moment I am by myself, the moment I'm alone in that situation, I'm fucking terrified. The friends are the buffer for me. As long as all of you stay alive, I'm fine. The moment I'm left alone, I'm pissing my pants. I don't like those games alone. They're scary. It's like Phasmophobia. Phasmophobia doesn't scare me at all. Going in solo, fuck. Oh, also, big thing, I have to change stuff around, but with this new setup, guys, I can probably bring VR back. I can probably bring up, watch how much space I have. I still have space. Still have space. Space. I might be able to set up VR again. Might be able to do VR again. Brother, you don't know that. Andy, I keep forgetting that we literally only started talking about a year ago. Not only do I have VR, but because my brother moved in last year, I had to take it all down. Not only do I have VR, dog, I got the fucking Index. I got the Valve Index, dog. You weren't here for so many different Monk eras, man. I know, it's crazy to think about. Oh my god. Okay, Repo I do want to play. I don't know. I think they probably went to run off to do their coffee run, but Headliners, I'd love to play with you, Tanky. It's really fun. I have that one. There's text-to-speech on Repo? Okay, okay. The Monk laugh. You talk about it, Lux, but I don't know about it. I only see one laugh from him, you know what I mean? Troy, Foxy, Tanky, you. Only been about a year, man. Dude, so wait. Why is there text-to-speech, though? Why does that exist in the game? I don't understand why that's in there. I mean, that sounds hilarious, but why the fuck is it in there? Because content fair. Fair. I'm trying to stretch, but I became so inflexible over the years. Oh my god. Yeah, Andy, content farming. I will say, my TikTok feed is filling with that fucking game. I want to go in blind. I so terribly do. Like, as blind as I can be, because I know some stuff about the game already, but, like, the amount of content being pushed out for that game is insane. It's so hard to go in blind anymore. Dude, it looks fun. I really want to buy it. It's only like $8, isn't it? It's not expensive, necessarily. It's not like it's crazy or nothing. But yeah, I was gifted against my... You knew you wanted to play it. You keep sharing games in the collab thing. We're not going to play any of them. There's too many. I keep meaning to ask Forky how close we are to finishing Abiotic. Because my I don't finish games streak is kicking in. Let's see here. Because there's so many other games. There's... Did I play another? Yeah, Panic Delivery was fun. It's free. Let's see here. I don't think I have any more multiplayers on here, particularly. I want to play more, but I am but one man. Exactly. I do play too many games. Yeah. Yeah, I get it. Dude, you see my fucking desktop, man. Everything over here are my normal day-to-day games and stream games and stuff. These are games I'm supposed to play for streams like 3 indie games. This one I'm writing scripts about. This is some leftovers from Next Fest. These are the Next Fest games I'm deleting that I played. And these are all the games that aren't out yet or are out yet that I played the demo of that I really want to get the main game of. It's so much. It's so much. So I find characters that match the energy of let's play all the games, but that's a me thing. Dude, I'm with you, man. I'm with you. If people didn't work on my stream days, I'd be collabing more. But I stream when other people are at work. Somebody gotta make the bucks. I'll hold down this Twitch fort. There's so many games. I almost played demos today because I have just so many games to play. Oh. There's so much to do. I also want to bring back the Monk trivia nights. the hype trivia nights, but I don't know if I'll ever have time to do that. The one you posted today. Let me see. In the group chat, I think I just peeked at it, but I didn't open it. Guilty as sock. There's a demo for it. Are you literally just in court with each other? Wait, and somebody's the fucking judge? The other people could be in the fucking jury. Brother. I had to play with randoms and stopped right away. Yo, yeah, there's no way. There's no way that game is going well with fucking randoms. There's zero shot. Zero shot that's going well. That's cool though. So, oh wait, I'm not on thing. That's like, why can't I add it to my thing? I don't like that Steam. I wish it would open the app. Oh, you can. Didn't know you could do that. Everybody was looking at my wish list page last night because there's so many freaking games in there. But yeah, I think you blow me out the water if memory serves. Don't you have like 600 games on your wish list? 2,965. Holy shit! I'll peek your wish list real quick. Open. Open. Brother. Dude, you play so many horror games. So many of these little horror games. You're like me though, where like none of them are out yet. Oh, did you play the demo for Do No Harm? Oh, don't look too close? Or don't look too close on stream? Which is it? Mine's clean. Most of these are just from this next fest. Oh, did you see Am I Nima? You would like that. You would like that. It's some horror indie for you. Some horror indie for you. This game I really need to get to play. Everybody that's seen this on TikTok and reference places are all like, Monk, you need to play this. Monk, this is your game. You should play that one. It's very, very good. I have a few like co-op ones that we need to play. Like I need to play Split Fiction. Over the Hills, a cooperative. I got a few. There was another one too from recent. That's multiplayer. Which one was it? Oh, Human. I don't know if Human Fast Food is, but Human Fast Food is pretty silly. That's your type of game too for stream. Human Fast Food. There might be a handful of prawn games on my wish list, but it was because Markiplier played them. It should be fine to see on the wish list. Wait, what? Fucking huh? Are you gonna be talking about the game like before I even scroll? Am I gonna guess it? Is it Blush Blush? I bet you it's Blush Blush. It's the only porn game I know he played. It was Blush Blush. It's the only one I know of. Played two that I have on there. It's got to be Blush Blush then. Which I have played and tried. I don't give a shit. You all can know. And then I learned about Crush Crush. The female version. Baby stuff. Damn, dude. I can't believe you have so many fucking games. Turn! I want to play this game. This was very fun. Cuff Bus is another one that's coming out that I want to play with friends. Building relationships! Let's go. Silly. I love that game. We're going to get Starbirds. I like their YouTube channel. I don't know if I want to play their game. Brother. Okay. Camper Van Make Me Home. I played the demo. I was slightly disappointed. I was slightly disappointed because there are not many options in terms of being non-binary or anything that is going towards soy boy territory. It's all hyper feminine. But that's because you're playing as a woman building your camper van. But the way I'm looking at it, like, I think it's supposed to be unpacking, like, tiered. So it's probably going to be a story to it, but the demo doesn't illustrate that as much. So in my mind, I'm just decorating a camper van, but I don't get to put any options that I kind of liked. But the same fact that I'm unpacking clothes and it's like panties and stuff, like, I'm playing a woman. If it's just purely a decoration game, there should be a little bit more like non-binary options. If it's unpacking, then whatever, I get it, and I'll probably play it. But from the demo, it feels more like a decoration game. What are you? The sun! The sun! I need more tape. I have this blind taped down halfway, but it's not fully taped. What are you? Shadow in the dark. I can't see you to fix you. I wish everything, man. What are you? I'm a streamer. Tailside was cute. I'm not gonna get it. It did not make the cut when I played the demo. There's so many. There's so many. Splitgate 2 though, dog? Dispatch looked great. Prawn game? Prawn game? No. Prawns? Prawns? Just scrolling through. Dude, brother. This is the freaking cursor. This is the scroll wheel. I'm done. I'm not gonna keep. We're gonna go play our game. There's so fucking many, dude. There's so many. Brother. Bro. If anybody gives me shit over mine, I'm pointing them in your direction. Okay? I'm pointing them in your direction. Because, homie? What order am I even looking at these in? Release date? Okay. These are to be announced. That's why. I'm like, there's no way none of your games are out. Okay. Brother, I'm like, how the fuck are all of them not released? How do you have 2,900 games unreleased? We're fine. We'll be okay. You've had to have played some of these games already. Are you like me and did not play Stanley Parable yet? Are you the one that also watched Markiplier or other people play it and then never got it yourself? Are you part of that big club? Brother, 2013? 2012? Oh, wait, no. Wait, when were they added, though? Okay. Let's look by date added. I gotta see when you started this shit show. Date added. Here we go. 2015. 2015. That game's not even for sale anymore, Indy. That game is unpurchasable. Doesn't exist. Cannot buy. It's still on your wish list. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 Platinum. No longer purchasable. Unlisted for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why either. Probably some licensing thing, but good God almighty. Dude, I had a crazy long ARC phase, like a lot of people in high school. I guess outside of high school, that game released after high school, so in college. Killing Floors, I'm not a fan of them. SimCity. Brother. Dude, there's so many of these games that aren't even listed anymore. Rome Total War. Total War Shogun, Kingdom Wars, Nether, Beasts of Prey. They were shit. Tom the Tasmanian Tiger! Dog! Brother! Yeah. Yeah. Ah. 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 Ah! Brother, the first all-nighter video game marathon I've ever done in my life when I was a kid was this disc right here, baby. That disc right there. Ty the Tasmanian Tiger. And I bet you can't guess why I originally bought that game. Some of you know my real name. My name's Ty. And I was really into those games. Why? Because I kept saying my name. Except for Digimon, because that Ty was a bitch. You never knew my first name? People say it on stream all the time. Well, I guess no, because the group we play with only know me by Monk. That's fair enough. A lot of my old group that I played with know me in real life, so they all call me by my first name. That's funny. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. Dude, hell yeah. When I first started streaming, I had a hard time not having my real name out there. But then, like, I put my real name on everything because I'm a developer, so I care less. I'm like Michael Reeves. I'm like, yeah, it's important that people know my name. Sonda, go away! Ruining everything. But yeah. About to make me look for the double-sided tape I got somewhere. Tape that bitch down. Down. I also got these staple nails that I might hammer into that curtain. Foxtail, unlisted. Cloudscape, unlisted. Hive Quest. Hive Quest? I forgot about this game. Oh, it's not released yet. Never mind. That's not released yet. Never mind. That's not released yet. Never mind. Wait. These games were definitely abandoned. These games were for sure abandoned. Added on 2020? A release date coming soon? That's 5 years, baby. That's 5 years. When's the last time they posted anything about it? They haven't. They didn't. Do you want to make another game? No. Wait, he released the demo in 2024? Okay, maybe he is still working on it. Oh my god. Maybe he is still working on it. Hey, more power to him. He at least posted. This game looks nearly complete. He had to have finished it. But he's got to be still working on it. That looked like it was still being made. Alright. Maybe that one's still being made. Maybe that wasn't abandoned. But Jesus Christ, you made your page early as shit. Hive Quest I know about. I remember Markiplier playing the fucking demo for this. Brother. Now you got a lot of games that don't look like they had mounted to anything. Also the OST slaps. Have they posted anything? Nope. I don't know if it's still coming out, but I watched Markiplier play the demo forever ago. No, I don't mean like he did it recently. I mean like he did it forever ago. Like a long, long time ago. I mean, they still have their coming soon. Planned Q4 2025. This game is being worked on. $2019 copyright is crazy. I mean, yeah. Been years, brother. Yeah, but it looks like they're still going on it. Shit. Shit, dog. Oh man, the last time they posted anything was June 21. Holy shit. This dude definitely is like solo deving and disappearing. He's solo deving through life. He's disappearing. Alright, let's play our game. Oh, did I set up the jump point? I don't know if I ever set up the jump point. Oh, really? Well, no. Well, if it succeeds, yeah, they get the money, but if it didn't succeed, they don't get the money. Where'd you send it to me? Where the fuck did you send it to me? Where the heck did you send it? Brother, that's crazy. That shit's crazy. Hey, brother. They haven't posted in years. That shit's always crazy to me, man. Shit is always bananas to me. Okay. We're going to jump, guys. So hopefully you have your drinks in your hands. Hopefully everybody's ready to go. We are going to jump to Citizen Sleeper. Then we're going to do our ad break, and then we're going to get into the game. And maybe I'm going to find some tape to kill this beast. Let's jump. Hold on to your pants. Strap into your seats. There are no ties. That kind of just means hold on to something. If you have a coffee or tea, you should chug it, because if it shakes, it's spilled on the floor. I really don't want to clean it up. Just basically prepare yourself for what to come. You should also be used to it now. It's fine. So, as you can see out your window here, intergalactic space is not much to look at. A lot of lights, a lot of pretty colors are moving very quickly. There isn't much to see. Y'all have seen this before. You know that it's boring as shit. But the OST is copywritten. It gets flagged on my VODs when they realize that I'm not talking and it's silent and they can actually hear this super quiet music playing. They don't copyright strike it like bad, but they go like, hey, 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 hey. You searched uncopyrighted music and it technically wasn't. All right. We're going to do our ad break. I'm going to go see if I can get some no-side tape. And we're going to play some Citizen Sleeper. So we'll be right back. A little lightheaded to get off the floor. What is that now? These are all things that'll be fixed in the future. Don't worry about it. Okay. Guys, we're going back to Citizen Sleeper. Fish game, close. Citizen Sleeper, open. Cloud error, oh well. They'll figure it out. How back into some Citizen Sleeper? Where we left off, I think we just finished that space mission. So we just finished a space mission. Like our first expedition. I think that's the last thing we did. On the run. Okay, we're about halfway through having to get the fuck out of Dodge. Then we just got paid from doing that one. The one job the big job. Yeah. So now we can come over here. My dice need rested and fixed. This guy here. We have... Wait, I thought we were supposed to have a bunch of credits. Wait, weren't we supposed to have a bunch of credits? Because didn't we just do that job? Did I put it on? No. Still need the feed lines. We did the job. There's no job there anymore. Right? We completed the contract. This is the first of many. But we didn't have enough money to get shit and go? Were those things paying like thousands? Wasn't that paying like so much fucking money? I don't have any scrap. Wait, am I fucked up? Requirement, feed line. We have to do it again? It didn't save? Brother, what? We have to, why are our things are damaged though? But our things are damaged. Wait, we have to go back? Why do we have to go back? Why are we going back? Someone derelict fills the cockpit's window, all twisted plates and skeletal structwork. You watch in the horror of fascination as Seraphim completes the approach, both of you silent in the presence of a decaying beast. Now as you settle beside it, Seraphim is the first to break the silence. This thing is already dead. Shakes his head. It's a corpse, sleeper. He nudges the ship closer, looking for a place to dock. I touch this thing too hard, it crumbles into dust. What were you expecting? I was expecting... Seraphim squints. He adjusts the rig's thrust. A scrap contract, like you said, not a death trap. Take us up there. That's the bridge. Ginny points towards one end of the ship, and both you and Seraphim turn around, having forgotten she was even in the cockpit. She hasn't said a word since you departed. She glances at both of you, your bemused faces. What? She looks away. Sorry, that's where we need to go. She stops pointing. Seraphim nods towards Ginny. She's not wrong, sleeper. The bridge would be a good start. I think we should assess the rig first. Carefully, Seraphim brings the ship close to the derelict and guides it along the hull. The rig's lights ripple over the broken surface, finding gaps and cracks everywhere. Seems remarkable that the derelict is still held standing. It's held together. Shit! Seraphim hisses as a huge spinning piece of debris drifts in front of the cockpit. He pushes the rig down beneath it, squeezing between the debris and the hull. And as he does so, his ear-splitting screech signals the rig scraping across the derelict's skin. You freeze for a moment, waiting for the breach sirens to sound, but the moment passes, and you relax. You glance at Seraphim, his face betrays no emotion. This isn't safe. Seraphim shakes his head. I'm going to find somewhere better to settle the ship. Then we need to suit up and work our way to the hull on the foot. I look back at Junie and see her still in her seat, eyes wide. You okay? Junie looks at you, and there's a sudden unfamiliar hardness in her eyes that surprises you. Then a moment later, it is gone, and her gaze softens. I'm okay. She smiles a flat smile. Don't worry. Seraphim brings the ship away from the derelict hull an inch at a time, then slowly brings it round to settle close to a mostly intact hull plate. The section is fairly free of debris. He nudges the ship a little closer. We should be good to hold here. Seraphim unclips from his seat, and you and Junie follow suit. As you all glide down towards the airlock, Junie silently follows. Can't help but feel judged. As you reach the airlock, Seraphim begins suiting up. If we are lucky, That little collision hasn't started a cascade that will end with this place coming to get pot under our feet. Stefan finally kicks his legs into a set of EVA trousers, clearly irritated by his own carelessness. It wasn't your fault. Stefan shoots you a look. Fault isn't going to matter when we are floating off into the black. This is a delicate job, Junie says quietly, almost to herself. The data core will be fragile. She casts a furtive glance in the direction of you and Seraphin. Very fragile. Understood. Junie nods appreciatively. The rest of the preparations process takes place in tense silence, with you considering the delicate job ahead. You suit up too, though you don't need a helmet to breathe. You slide one on and lock the seal for protection. This wreck isn't going to give up its salvage easy. The core should be near the bridge, maybe even inside it, but there's a lot of wreck here. There might be good salvage tucked away in the cargo hold. Once the suits are on and the seals are checked, you cycle the lock and stare out at the vast expanse of twisted hulk before you. Time to go to work. Okay, our stress levels are already too high. What are we looking at here? The corroded airlock. Wait, why can't I move? There we go. Bridge entry and the cargo entry. Let's get our objective first. This thing's gonna fall apart. We should probably get our objective first. Lock dissection. Not a single one of us has skills in engineering, so not a single one of us can do that. Force the lock. Forget being delicate, the clock is running on the contract. Forcing the lock is the fastest way to gain entry. I think that's the route we have to take because none of us has skills in engineering. We needed, I think her name was Nina? We needed her for that. I'll do the first roll since it's dangerous, and I have the 5. Neutral outcome. Great. Contract stress has triggered a crisis. A crisis will add 1 contract stress per cycle once resolved at the crisis location. That's till I solve this. Oh God. Oh God. Got a 4. Let's go. Neutral outcome. Great. I'm gonna do a reboot. I don't remember what reboot did. Suddenly I forgot what it even did. Oh, it's for my dice not breaking, I think. Something like that. I did, oh, it gave me a 6. Okay. We need positive, come on. Okay. So we got another 4. Okay, we have 1 left. And we have 2 3s. Oh God. Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Okay. It's stressed, but we're in. The bridge of the derelict lies silent. The pale beams of your suit lamp catch rows of terminals and clouds of glittering dust. Wires wave like seaweed, and the whole scene appears as if underwater. Chaotic, but still. Trini glides past you, disturbing the dust and taking you by surprise as she does. She has been a stoic presence so far, but in this moment, she seems drawn forward by some force of curiosity. Watch as she bats away debris and begins checking terminals. I just remembered that there's a non-zero chance she's gonna fucking betray us. I threw her on the ship with us. We'll let her work. She's already prying an access panel off of one of the more intact-looking terminals, and as she does, puffs of rust color the vacuum around her red. Approach her. She turns back to the terminal and finishes prying off the plate. Then quickly she reaches inside, fishing around for something. Her hands come back out with a waving cable topped with a thick connector. As soon as she sees it, she slips a keyboard-sized deck out from somewhere on her person. She runs her hand across the back until she finds the right port and slots in the connector. All of this happens in a few seconds, the routine practiced and precise. It is hard not to be impressed. Not your first solemn ship. She glances at you, a nervous look on her face. Does she think you are accusing her of something? She shakes her head and goes back to work. Junie's fingers dance across the deck's keyboard and bursts of static light up the Solemn's terminal screen. A sudden burst of light and color takes you by surprise. Junie's fingers tap away, the terminal screen flashing with blocks of color and lines of code. It buzzes and vibrates, its long-dead systems forced back into chaotic life. Then, all at once, it goes dark. The terminal is dead. Shit, Junie hisses beneath her breath. Useless. You cannot tell if the insult is directed at the terminal or herself. What are you doing? She looks up at you as if she was just waking from a dream, looking for something useful. She pauses. Useful for the contract, that is. She glances down. A map of the ship. Plans, you know. The cradle with the data core can't be far. She pushes off the terminal, gliding away from you. I'll start looking. I'll start looking, she calls back, and heads to the other side of the bridge. Servant glides up beside you. Everything all right? What do you think about Junie? The kid? Servant shrugs. You know better than me. Keeps to herself. He squints at her retreating form. Servant stretches in his suit. I have to admit, it's nice to be back working, especially now that we are the ones who will reap the benefits. He claps on your shoulder. Feels good to be taking our fate into our own hands. I know it's pretty rough there, back on Hexport, but out here we're just as likely to get shredded by debris as find the damn data core, but aren't you glad we made a break for it? He pauses, looks down, having asked the question almost by accident. I mean, I am. I just don't want to speak for you. I'm glad to. Servant smiles. You better be. I didn't give up that little dark side cupboard I was living in for nothing. He laughs at his own joke. Look, Servant checks his suit's wrist seal. Once we got a bit of space behind us, once we've gotten distance, if we even managed to get that far, he froze his brow. Don't feel you owe me. I'm no charity case. You want us to go our separate ways? Fine by me. He meets your eyes. Just do me the favor of telling me to my face. That won't happen. Seraphim nods but doesn't respond. After a moment, he shines the torch out into the dark, checking the rows of terminals all across the bridge. You watch the glittering dust as it eddies in the beam. Seraphim sighs. Let's get to it. You watch as he crosses the bridge, his torch probing the dark corners. You feel a chill run through your body as you imagine the people that once ran this ship. The Solheim crew, surely long dead. What was it like here before the collapse? when the system was the jewel in Solheim's crown. It's impossible to know. That history is lost to you now. All you can do is pick what you can from the ruins. That is what we shall do. Oh, this is going to be an issue. There's a hall breach. Only he can do it, and we don't have enough energy. The derelict hall is falling apart. If the breach isn't sealed and fast, the entire wreck will collapse. Okay. We're gonna get a stress tomorrow, but we gotta handle this breach. Okay. We need to rest. We need to rest. We're about to have 2 crises on our hands. Well, wait, before we do that, because Junie can't do anything there. Is there anything else we can do on here? Okay. Junie can try to reboot the system with this dice. Give it a shot, Sleeper. Rather than hunting old pathways, rebooting selected sections of the ship system might reveal the data core's location as a response. That should be a success. Nice. We have to go rest. We have nothing. We can't do it because it's not safe here. I think we can't do anything of these because they're not safe here, yeah. Alright, we rest. We need new dice. Got a crisis, new crisis. Which is great. We love that. Ooh, 2 5s? A 6 and a 3? Let's go. Let's handle the old crisis first. What's this one, though? Purge Protocol. Oh. The system has been jolted back into operation and needs to be shut down quickly. We can handle that. I need him to handle this seal. Seraphin should get it almost done. We need a positive, man. Stop with this neutral shit. Positive. Oh God, it's gonna be another day before we can fix that one. And then this one here, we're gonna run out of fucking supplies on this mission. All right, Junie, you get to work on this one here. I can probably finish it. Oh, it's only a 4. Come on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Okay. Gotta use all our energy, but come on, positive. Come on. I gotta push a dice. I'm gonna break a dice. Okay. One issue done and fixed. One issue done and fixed. We don't have any good dice left. We have to rest again. I don't have enough fuel to get back. We'll find out. We don't have many days left here, though. Alright, Seraphin, I need you to finish this. Oh, you're not going to. You have a freaking 1, dude. Okay. Brother, I need some magic. Can I do anything about it? I can sacrifice my 6 to try and get it done. We'll sacrifice my 6 to try and get it done. Fuck. Okay. Okay. We just need to get it done. Get it done. Oh, Seraphin. Oh, my God. Okay. Everything's fixed here. Junie, get this done, please. Come on. We gotta get this shit done. We gotta get this shit done. Okay. Good God. Good God. What's my 2 turn into? 3? We'll take it. We'll go for it. Please? No whammies? Okay. Positive from it. Let's go. I don't learn a lesson. Again. Let's go. I learned no lessons. Okay. We gotta rest again. We gotta rest again. Oh, we're running out of time. Oh, I had push. Shit. Okay, that's fine. One of your dice is broken due to losing all its dice health. Broken dice can be repaired at the rig at the cost once the workshop is completely available. Yeah, okay. That sucks. Let's get this done today. We need 2. We need 2. Okay. Okay. Found the data core. What is this going to entail for us? Okay. Okay. God damn it. Start working on that data core. Let's start working on that data core. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's push. It's a 2. Come on, baby. We roll the dice. Roll the dice. Let's go. Okay. Nobody's engineering. Let's head over to the depressurized bay. He can probably handle this place. He got this. Oh, he took stress. Okay, it's fine. You're okay, dude. It's all good. Roll the dice. Oh, less than ideal. Less than ideal. Okay, it's fine. It'll be okay. We rest. This is our last day here. We cannot do more. We cannot do more. It's our last day here. Cannot do more. Oh, I've lost like so many dice. Okay. Alright. We're going to send him in here. And hope we don't need him for anything else. That's awful. That one's awful. Okay. Okay. What's this crisis? A fuel leak. We care less about this. Nobody's engineering. We're not even going to look at it. It doesn't exist to us. We can only be here one more day. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm going to save my dice because I can do the travel inside that little area. So let's try and get this fucking core first. Come on. Okay. Okay. You watch nervously as Junie guides the core out of the cradle. A large ball, almost half your height in diameter. It glides up out of the framework that held it, connections waving loose and cut. Her breathing comes through the suit comms, loud enough to be picked up, and it fills you with a tense energy as you watch. Over the course of this job, you have seen Junie both focused and distracted, nervous and precise, but you have not seen her any more confident than this moment now. She floats beside the data core, handling it with care and skill, as if it was the vast egg of some endangered bird. She glances up and sees you watching her, and you notice something unfamiliar in her eyes. Something that you have perhaps seen in a passing moment before. Only now it is no momentary lapse or change. It is set in place. You see determination. She guides the core a little away from you with one hand, and at the same time comes forward, almost placing herself between you and her prize. And it does seem to be hers in the way she handles it, the possessive way she screens it with her body. We need to talk. The statement comes flat and deadpan, any nervous tremble gone, right now. Okay. Sleeper, she takes a deep breath. I want to be honest with you, but I need to know you won't take this from me. Ginny glances around the cradle defensively, but Seraphine is already heading back to the ship to prepare the cargo bay for the course storage. You two are alone. Tell me and we'll see. Fine. She folds her arms, but it's staying with me. Karsten doesn't deserve this. This treasure, Sleeper. Ginny glances over her shoulder at the core. Do you know how many of these are left intact? She shakes her head. And all he wants to do is wipe it clean so he can use it to interface with Hexport. All that data gone. So what do you want? I want to extract the data, to make use of it. You see some genuine emotion flicker in her eyes. She sighs. After extracting the data, the core will be unusable. There's a security system that will fry it if data duplication is attempted. I can delay the security response long enough to copy the data, but after that, she trails off. You've done this before. Bam. I'll make an auto thing for you, fuckers. She looks down. Yes. She meets your eye. This is why I came. Look at this place, Sleeper. She gestures to the cradle room, a dark and twisted cavern of long dead tech. How many of these places are left? How many chances do we have to recover anything this old, this fragile? Like it or not, we live in Solheim's shadow, in their ruins, and yet we know almost nothing. What chance do we have to understand how we got here when others like them, like Senetstadt and Conway, are descending on this system? I need this core. But at what cost, Sleeper? She gestures around herself. With this core, we could learn something about ourselves. We could learn our history and how this system was settled. We could better learn the technology we build our lives on. We could uncover Solheim's crimes and seek to make amends. She looks at you with pleading eyes. We could see beyond survival towards something else. You've never heard Junie speak like this, and you realize what you have taken for nervousness was actually control. This, the person in front of you defending a decaying data core with her life, is the real Junie. But then you think of Lane, of the price he's likely to put on your head and Seraphine's head, and of the feed lines, without which leaving Hexport will be almost impossible. Is it even a choice? I'm going to explain about the feed lines. I'm going to explain. Junie listens carefully as you tell her about the deal with Karsten, the feed lines he offered you, and that both you and Seraphine are on the run. Then I'll help you. Junie doesn't flinch. We find another way to get these feed lines. Karsten is an idiot. I can hack his security and you can pull them out of there. Or Seraphim looks tough. Maybe he can grab them. She looks desperate. We can do it. We can do something. Why should I trust you? Junie sighs. Let me be honest with you. I don't work for Karsten. He didn't send me. I might have misled you there. I knew he knew where the derelict was, and I heard your conversation. I've been keeping an eye on him. She pauses. I know I lied, but I can help you. I knew you fucking lied too. I knew you lied. Let me strip the data from the core, and I promise to help you get the feed lines. She meets your eyes with intensity. It's a lot of information to take in at once. You need a second to think. Oh, fuck. Oh, shit. I hate decisions. Oh, god damn it. Okay. Oh, damn it. Do we trust her? Do we not trust her? She lied to us. She lied like a liar. And who's to say she's not going to lie again? Who's to say? She might lie. I need to be a burrito. Decisions make me stressed. Oh, I need to be a burrito. Okay, let's logic this. She lied to us. That is a certifiable fact. She lied to us about working, but we knew that, so it wasn't a really good lie. I just forgot that I shouldn't have brought her with us, but it looks like we needed her. We probably would have died out here. We still might die, because we don't have enough fuel to get back, I don't think. So. If she scraps this core, we don't immediately get feed lines, and instead she's going to promise to help us get some feed lines from him by stealing them. She's savvy enough to hack shit, but she's not savvy enough to take shit. And she would rely on us. We would still have to go and get the fucking feed lines. And then we'd be criminals on Hexport as well. What she cares about is retaining the history of the world that they know. Which, as important as it is, doesn't fucking matter if I die. So I can take the guaranteed survival route. I can take it. Oh, fuck. I think I have to say no deal. Based on the fact that she lied at out the gate to get here, it means that she's super desperate for this thing. But that also means because she's super desperate, she could fuck us getting out of here. She could still fuck us in the end. Because I don't know if she's going to do something later. We're still out on this ship. She still has to ride back with us. Is she going to keep her word? No, there's no guarantee. She might just fucking yeet it. She's on the ship with it. She can just take it from under our noses when we go to leave. When we get back to Hexport, she can disappear with it. I think the safer bet is to say, let's do it, and hope that I get the option to fucking betray her first. That's what we're gonna do. That's our game. Thank you. She looks genuinely moved. This is a gift to all of us, Sleeper. I hope you will see it like that. Ginny turned to the data core, quickly gathering one of its loose connections. She takes out her deck and plugs it in. It crosses her legs and places it across them, floating tethered beside the core. Her fingers begin tapping at the keyboard, teasing out the core's data, whatever Solheim's secrets it might contain. As she does, Seraphim enters. He braces himself in the entryway. What's she doing? She doesn't seem to notice. Emptying the data. She's doing what? Seraphim jumps to attention, but you put a hand on his shoulder. He eyes you suspiciously. I hope you know what you're doing, Sleeper. He nods towards the core. That's our ticket out of Hexport. Junie will help us. If you say so. You both turn to watch Junie stripping the core of its secrets. A little while later, once the core has been emptied out and its defense mechanism has scorched it, seams black, you watch metallic sphere spinning gently in the room. Wonder if you have just made a terrible mistake. Oh. Okay, Seraphim, I'm gonna help you get into this thing because we need to scoot and boogie, and we need to hopefully find fuel in here or something worth money. Anything worth money. Okay, cargo entry. Shit. Oh God. Okay, she can map. You can map. Fuck. Shit. Can we stay one more day? We might die, but I'm gonna try it. I think we have 0 supplies, but we can still just head back. Okay, you've used all your energy and are now starving. While starving, you gain 1 stress per cycle, and any injury loses accrues stress. Okay, that's fine. We can handle that. We can handle it. I think we genuinely need fuel. Genuinely, I think we need fuel. I'm gonna do my 3 first. Okay. Okay. Let's do the lower ones first, because just because we need to do something else. Okay. Okay. Only he can do it. Fuck. Okay. It's fine. We have high rolls, so we might be able to just do it. There's a horrifying lurch. You were sent spinning through the bay you were crossing in a hail of debris. You watch as the side of the bay slightly tears open in front of you, a gaping black maw toothed with flying debris. You stare into it, your breath heavy in your ears, your eyes wide. Suddenly, you feel a tug on your back, your tether. As you spin back from the sudden arrest of your glide, you see Seraphim holding on to the other end, reeling you towards him. We have to go, Sleeper. His voice comes urgently over the comm channel. This place is done. You both make your way through the splitting derelict in silence, charting a path through what were once passages but are now twisted tubes, like the intestinal tract of some dead creature. Eventually, you make it out onto the surface and find the rig still tethered, but gashed with debris and scars. You and Seraphim exchanged concerned glances. We are going to pay for this. He looks over the damage. Let's hope she still flies. You tether together and push off from the hall, Seraphim guiding you through the debris. Below you, the derelict explodes in slow motion, tearing apart into swarms of razor-edged shards. Sure as hell, Hope Junie is going to come through for us, Sleeper. You hear Seraphim on your private channel. Because if you gave her the core for nothing, this contract was the biggest waste of time I've ever seen. It's gone. Junie's voice comes through faintly over the comms. She must already be on the ship. Thankfully, we got the core. No shit. Seraphim answers back. Contract's a bust. What a waste. Junie says quietly, and then channel clicks off. You arrive at the rig's airlock and bundle yourself inside. Noticing the exterior damage, it looks mostly superficial, but it will no doubt take its toll on the ship. Once you are back in the cockpit, you look out at the derelict's shattered form. Seems you will be its last visitor. Contract concluded. Move back to the hub. Once you leave, you will not be able to return. We did everything we could. As you arrive into Hexport, Junie speaks up from the back of the cockpit. We are going to have to act fast if we want to take those feed lines. You and Seraphim exchange glances. You are both still getting used to this new Junie. We? Seraphim raises an eyebrow. Only one of us fried the core and stole all its data. He shoots a look at you. And for some reason, we let you. We can make this work. We can make this work. What, I'm wondering, Sleeper, is why we have to. Seraphim looks infuriated. I don't think Karsten is going to take kindly to the idea that we brought someone pretending to work for him on the job and let her have his prize. He scoffs. Points at Junie like she's an object. Do you even know what she's up to? Junie looks between the two of you. Hexport hasn't exactly been kind to me. You two trusted me, even though I didn't deserve it. I'm not used to that. I want to repay it. Not to mention that Karsten is probably ripping you off. Even if you get enough cryo, what's to say he won't raise the price? Trust me, he's no good. I was trying to deal with Karsten to get those derelict coordinates from the moment I arrived here, and he ran me in circles. She shakes her head. Seraphim is watching her closely. But if I do take you at your word, which, given everything, seems a little tough, how do we even do this? He raised an eyebrow. You were telling me we just drift in there and take the feed lines? Look, I get it. You don't trust me. But what if I have a vested interest in this working out? There's nothing left for me here, and I don't much feel like hanging around waiting for Karsten to figure out my involvement in all this. I need safe passage. You need the feed lines to grant it. She allows herself a smile. See where I'm going with this? Seraphim sighs. I don't like it. He pauses. But it makes sense. What do you think, Sleeper? We all get some. Exactly. Let me prepare. I'll head to Factory Row, scope the place out. Meet me there and we can work out a plan. She glances between the two of you. Trust me. We can find a way. We'll keep it simple, clean. Simple and clean. Ah! Ah! The song in my head. Simple is good. Agreed. Servant cuts in. His dark look betrays his concern. I'll go scope out the bay we need in Factory Row. We should split up. Less likely for Karsten to suspect us. Meet me there in a few, and we can finish setting up. Journey unclips from her seat, floating. I want to show you I can be trusted. That we can do this. She looks between the two of you. Believe that. Please. And with that, she slips away down the passage, towards the airlock and hexport beyond. You look at Seraphim. I'm saying nothing, Sleeper. He unclips his seat, too. Either this is the kind of mess you have to go through to get out of the other side, or it's the kind you never escape. Either way, we are in it now. He leaves the cockpit. You stare at the chaotic lights of Hexport and wonder if anything in the starward belt ever runs smoothly. Yikers, we gotta go. And we got like no money. Let's fill up our provisions. Let's fill up our fuel. We're gonna need all that. And I gotta find something to eat. 13 bucks I don't have. Can I make some quick cash? I doubt it. I think I'm just gonna have to starve. I'm just gonna have to starve. Wait, no, wait. I can eat from the ship's galley. Okay. Okay, we have energy now. What does this do again? Sometimes it's necessary to rest, or at least come back. This will help you reduce stress when on contract. Okay, we're fine. Can't do any of that. Whatever happened to dude? I could have bought a Ben Fry. That's fine. So using my supplies. Okay, let's go. Brother, I have 2 dice. Brother, I have 2 dice. Oh, shit. Shit. Ha. Shit. Ha. All right. So we need to create a back door in the car security system. I don't have push right now. I need this to go well. Fuck. I have no dice left. And the cycle's ending. Am I fucked? I might be fucked. I might be fucked. Everyone wakes you gently. Sleeper, we're out of time. Checks the door to the bunks, and you hear a faint banging in the corridor beyond. Turns back and meets your eyes. They're here. You have to go. Quiet. Seraphim holds a finger. Why do you think I'm waking you up? They've locked the ship into the station, Seraphim grimaces. We can't release the docking bridge. Our credentials are being refused. We're trapped. Sudden banging echoes through the ship. Seraphim looks away towards the source of the sound. I don't know if they know we're here, but they certainly want to get in. He shakes his head. I reckon we have minutes before they get out the cutting torch. What do we do? The felines are a bust. They aren't going to happen now. Our best chance to burn out to here as fast as we can and hope our drift takes us to the station when we run out of fuel. He sighs. At least we might live a few more cycles before we starve. Problem is, we need to release the lock Hexport has on us. Otherwise, we aren't going anywhere. Seraphim looks down. And I need to pilot the ship. So what I'm saying is, I have to release the lock. Exactly. I'm sorry, Sleeper. He gives you a dark look. There are some big manual release levers inside the docking bridge itself. But to get them, you are going to have to go out through the airlock. And once you do that, you'll need to get back in as the docking bridge releases. If you mess it up, you're likely to be sent spinning into the black. It's our only choice. Apart from coming out with our hands on our heads, yeah, that's our only choice. You nod. There's nothing else to be said. Time is up, and this is what it has come to. I'll be at the controls, waiting. Seraphin gives you a nervous look. The moment you're back in the airlock, I'll burn hard. He clasps you by both your shoulders and looks you in the eyes. Then without saying anything, he releases you and glides out of the room. You drift down the airlock as quickly and as quietly as you can, slipping in the suit for protection. At least, think as you secure the seal. You don't need to breathe. The banging subsides, and you hope the hunters have left, even though you know this is only the quiet before the storm. You take a moment, waiting inside the airlock as it cycles. The second the exterior door begins to open, you go. As you dash out the airlock, the scene in front of you appears as if in slow motion. You see two figures a little way down the docking bridge, wearing dark spacesuits, a canister being carried between them. Meanwhile, floating between you and them is a heavy-duty cutting torch, knocked spinning by the open airlock door. You see the release levers and yellow hazard stripes just beyond the hunters. You know you are lucky, and you know you have only a moment to make your move. Rush the levers. Fuck! You shift your position, trying to aim for one of the levers before kicking off hard and stretching out, making yourself as small a target as possible. But the hunters see you coming and pushes off into your path, grappling with you as they do. You spin with them, both of you lashing out at each other. As you do, you feel yourself drifting further and further from the levers, down the bridge towards Hexport itself. A scream blocks out all sound, and you feel an urgent pull tugging you away from the ship. The tunnel bends sickeningly and then snaps. You realize in that moment that Seraphin has started the burn and is attempting to break the bridge by force alone. You and the hunter spin in a hail of debris, scraps of metal and chunks, bridge dashing across your suit. You see the hunters retreating to the station side airlock and realize this is your chance. You chunk a tunnel wraps around you, and you plant your feet on it before kicking off towards the rig. The debris slices you, cutting your suit away and then your thick skin. Your vision flashes with warning signals as you feel a distant throbbing pain. You are carried onward by the hail of projectiles that zip into your body from the direction of the station, their impact shutting off whole sections of your frame. The final faint thing you feel before you lose consciousness are the impacts of your body against the interior wall of the airlock, the hiss of the cycling system, and the heavy weight of the ship in full burn. So I don't think that went well. What the? Seraphin's quiet question wakes you from a haze as the rig cuts across the belt. You try to move, feel a wave of flickering pain pass through your body. You flinch and steady your nerves. You find yourself strapped into the seat in the cockpit. Seraphin doesn't seem to have noticed you are awake. You open your mouth to speak, but no words come out. There's a crackle of noise that echoes through the ship's comms. Seraphin is glancing nervously at his console. Something has him spooked. Sleeper. The voice, as distorted as it is, cuts through you. Sleeper. Lane. I know you are there. A hissing pause. You are slipping away. A squawk of noise. But we can't have that. You don't understand why Seraphin isn't reacting to the sound of Lane's voice. Then you realize he can't hear it. The voice is in your head. I take this personally, Sleeper. A sharp intake of breath. After all my investment, all my care expended upon you, this is how you repay me. I see a little something glinting out there, Lane continues. Could that be you? You don't move. You don't breathe. All you hear is Lane's voice. Something shifts in you, a sudden impetus, a will to move that is not your own. You unclip your restraints, drifting forward towards Seraphim. Seraphim looks over his shoulder and sees you. You're up. He looks surprised. Take it slow, all right? There's a transmission coming out of Hexport, some kind of evac order. He turns back to the console. Let me check this. You keep moving forward. Something isn't right. You don't feel right. A numbness grows in your body, your fingers flexing without your input. You reach out towards Seraphim. No, not you. Something reaches out to Seraphim through you. He turns again to see you reaching for him, grasping at his neck. Attention flickers in his eyes. Fear. A hissing silence, then a rumbling blast. All of once, the rig screams, system seizing electromagnetic paralysis. All at once, the rig shifts, carried on some shockwave of light. Pain. Then darkness. Brother. Brother! I'll go watch this, man. No. Voices echo warmly through your mind. You can't quite make out what is being said, and any attempt to focus causes a growing flare of pain. So you let them fill the air, unidentifiable and soft. Oh, what is happening to my dice? You are floating, and so you cannot yet feel your body or its weight. The feeling is pleasant, soothing, yet the moment you realize this, it begins to fade. Pain shoots through your system, a reminder of the terrible damage you have suffered. It is bright, white hot for a moment, and then it is gone. Something spasms in your fingers and you flick it away. Sensation crosses the sole of your foot and you kick your leg. A weight settles itself in your chest. You are awake. You open your eyes to light playing across the surface patterned with stained cushioning. You are alone. The voice is replaced by the hum of air cycling. The distant clank of maintenance systems. You are alone, and this is not your ship. You jerk upwards against the straps that hold you loosely to the berth, suddenly confronted with the last thing you remember, an overwhelming numbness, and below it, an insipid, animating force creeping through your mind. Insipid, animating force creeping through your mind. You pull at the straps and free yourself, floating up into the small habitation room, cushioned and worn, your mind racing. Where is this? You glance around, taking in the small room with its knickknacks tucked behind webbing, its stained and worn storage units, its faded padding. This is someone's home. Cold lights fill the room, and you float over to the dark square of the window. You see stars, the bright pinpricks of drive trails and skeletal docking bridges. This is a station. Sudden hiss draws your attention to the door, which slides open with a puff of equalizing pressure. The entering figure jumps as they see you are awake. You're up! They hesitate in the doorway. Where's Seraphim? Your friend, right. I'm not really sure. He headed out a while ago. I'm Bliss. They shrug, not sure of what to add. Your friend, Seraphim, is out. Sorry. He brought you here. Here? Right. They nod slowly. This is my room. They glance around. Not much, I know. We are in my repair bay on the far spindle, if you know where that is. In the belt? Yeah. They smile sympathetically. In the belt. They look around the room again. Come on. Let's go somewhere a little more comfortable. They hold out a hand. You are safe. Don't worry. You follow them out into the corridor, gliding behind them. They move with the ease of someone who has either born in zero-G or has spent most of their life in it. They guide you to an enclosed balcony where heavily scratched, thick acrylic windows look out onto a chaotic-looking wet dock. At the center of the dock is the rig. Scratched and worn, but still your ship. It's a reassuring sight. So, what happened? Your ship? Bliss pauses. You were lucky I heard your distress signal. You sense they are holding something back. And we'll come back to this after the break. Fish. Let there be fish. We're back to see what the hell's Bliss is all about. Do you like how I come up from off the floor like a crazy man? Your ship. Bliss pauses. You were lucky I heard your distress signal. You sense they are holding something back. I guess that expensive long-range array I was tricked into buying finally paid off. They laughed to themselves. Well, at least for someone. You were out cold when I got there, and have been for all the cycles since. Your friend wasn't in great shape either, but he bounced back fast. Damn. I have a bad habit of doing that. Seraphine's voice makes you spin around. Good to see you up. He can't suppress his smile. Glad to be back. He nods. Your eyes fall to Seraphine's bandaged abdomen. He notices and pulls his jacket over the wound. Certainly looks better than when you came in. You should have been... This abruptly stops after Seraphine glares in their direction. Here. Seraphine pulls a few chits out of his pocket. Catch. He slings them over to Bliss. That's all I could get for now. Working in your condition? What are you paying them for? No, they saved us. That's what you paid them for. Working in your condition? Please. I'm fine. Bliss looks at you apologetically. I know what it looks like, but I'm sorry. I can't work for free. Keeps this place going is bad enough. I get it. Seraphine nods. We're just thankful you towed us in. We aren't freeloaders. Bliss looks between the two of you. I'll let you two catch up. They turn to you. I'm glad you're awake. We were worried. They pat you on the shoulder and glide back down the corridor. With Bliss gone, silence descends on you and Seraphine, both of you unsure what to say. What happened? Do you remember? He looks at you concerned. Lane. Seraphine grimaces at the mention of his name. Lane? He shakes his head. Seraphine looks out at the rig. He takes a breath, steeling himself for what he has to say. Hexport is... He clears his throat. It's gone. He flinches. Do you mean gone? It's gone. Seraphine catches your eye. Dropped off the map. No signals apart from one sent from fleeing ships. He frowns. I don't know what happened. No one does. Your mind skips, unable to focus on the information you've just been told. You think of the constant activity of the bends, the rumble of Factory Row. Karsten, gone. I'm thinking of fucking Junie. waiting for us. What the fuck was that data core for if you die? Hopefully my homie left. By the time Bliss reached us, we have drifted out of range. We couldn't have seen it go up, but I saw a sleeper. Something explode, white hot. A moment later, the shockwave was on us. The rig was crippled. Engines kept firing, but guidance went offline, sending us arcing out across the belt. He drops a hand inside his jacket. Preston gets the bandage on his side. I managed to get her under control, but not before we started spinning. My restraints came loose, and you weren't even strapped in, so we both got scrambled. Felt like being trapped in auto wash. Turns back to you. I'm impressed you made it, to be honest. A flesh and blood human would have been smashed to pieces. He goes silent, the image a little too raw for him to continue. Could it be to do with us? Her guess is as good as mine. Would Lane do something like that? Doesn't make any sense. Utsubo is a gang. They run Darkside. They don't go around blowing up stations. All anyone is seeing is debris and radiation. I picked up a lot of ship transponders before that rig went offline. Maybe some people got out. You both float in silence for a moment. What now? One step at a time. You in a rush? We already owe Bliss for the work they did on the rig, and it isn't finished yet. A few more cycles, I've been told. Bliss won't hold us hostage, but I don't like to skip out on without paying. Even if we could get the rig started up, he rubs his necklace between his fingers. Bad karma. Beyond that, we need work. Fuel, supplies. We need to make sure you are okay. He counts off the issues on his finger. After that, he shrugs. I haven't heard of anyone coming after us, and if they did, they'd have to come through export, or what's left of it. The far spindle is way out of Lane's territory anyway. They call this bit of the belt the Wash. The stations here run differently than to Darkside, so for now, we have some freedom. Freedom to go broke, starve, and to get in even more trouble, that is. In all honesty, I was hoping you might have some ideas. He pats you on the shoulder. Look for a contract. I won't hear any complaints from me. He smiles. We won't be able to fly out of here for you cycles yet, but it won't hurt us to have something lined up. Pauses and looks away. Seraphin pauses and stares down. Look, Sleeper. He rubs his side. I'm not sure I can work right now. I just got kicked out of a salvage yard for passing out on the job. Looks at me. Even with the pain meds, I've been able to scare us. I can fly, that's for sure. But you are going to need some crew if you want to do any serious work. I'm sorry. Don't be. Thanks, Sleeper. He turns away. I'm going to take a rest on the rig. I'm wiped. Look out to the rig as he leaves, the warmth and softness of your waking moments now feeling like a distant memory. Is this what you wanted? Freedom? A chance to work for yourself, not Lane? Well, here it is. With all the problems and complications you could imagine. And at what cost? Could Lane have wiped out Hexport just to try to end you? You shiver at the thought. But if not Lane, then who? Theories cloud your mind. Push them away. Now is not the time for theories. Run your hands along your body, feeling your marks and holes left by the hunter's weapons. And you know in that moment you have been irreparably damaged by the encounter. You realize these scars are reminders. You will not be caught like that again. You swear it. You take a breath. Time to make a plan. You have gained some glitch. I have 1 die. Glitch is a penalty you gain from repairing dice and from Lane's attempts to hack your system. Your current level of glitch is represented by the glitch clock to the right of your dice. You have a maximum of 6. Each level of glitch you gain will increase the chance of rolling a glitch dice at the start of the cycle. Each time you roll a glitch dice, you clear 1 level of glitch. A glitch dice has an 80% chance of a negative outcome when used and a 20% chance of a positive outcome. Jesus Christ. Great. Cool. A new drive. Explore a far symbol, find potential crew. Dude, I failed on all accounts back at Hexport. Like, we seriously fucked up at Hexport. We fucked up on that last job. We let her take the data, ruined the feed line option, tried to go and steal the feed line but couldn't get anywhere before Lane was on top of us, could not get away to get the strap, and everything exploded. It's fucked. It's fucked. Alright. Your refuge in the belt. What is the cycle for? Brief respite. Hexport demise has been a barrier between dark side and the far spindle. Lane can't follow. So for now you are safe. We're only here for a short time though. Kept a lot of fuel and supplies. Repairing the rig. The rig is mostly patched up, but this wants a few more cycles to run final diagnostics. Okay. Oh, this place is huge. There's an exploded ship up here. Pinnacle docks. Roam the docks. Looking for the pinnacle docks without getting into someone's way is hard. Takes fortitude. I don't have that. Study the manifest. So much freight flying around, it seems safer to cozy up in the terminal and study the manifest. Okay. What else we got? The spindle core. Can explore the core. The core of the spindle is where crew and freelancers mix, travelers rest and resupply, and business gets done. So that's a good place to look for crew. And the underhang. Help residents. I can't do that. Wander the underhang. Many residents far spindle live in the ramshackle underhang. It's not an easy place to learn to navigate. Okay. Let's check up here first. There might be a contract in a bit. We got 1 dice, so that's all we can do. Alright. As you glide through the pinnacle docks, you hear shouting echoing down a corridor. You totally change direction, your eyes fixed ahead as the passage widens out into a large bay. Others rush past you, heading towards the commotion. Your eyes are drawn by the bay's vast viewing window, which is currently being splattered with glittering shards of ice. In front of it, a dock worker is shouting to anyone who will listen. Spacers! Workers of the far spindle! We need your urgent assistance! The water carrier Springtide has suffered heavy damages in its transit from Wellspring. All able hands, we need you to help secure the cargo. Without this water, Far Spindle will struggle to support you. Looks desperately at the crowd. Please, Any who are able to help, please make yourself known. Behind him, a corona of ice ejects from one of the tanks, drawing a pale halo around the ship. A handful of experienced-looking spacers push through the crowd towards the front, and dock workers start to direct them to nearby bridges. You watch the scene unfold, hesitant in the face of making someone else's problem your own. Great. Well, I have no energy at the moment, so I can't do much to help anybody with anything. I need to go sleep. I literally can't do anything, man. I'm so genuinely fucked up. Is there nowhere I can fix myself? Because I literally can't do anything. It reduces stress. Gives me energy. Yeah, nothing. I get one glitch dice a day. Got a new location at least. Springtide. Reroute the flow. That's all I can do. Can't do much else. I gotta look for food too. What can I eat on the ship? We gotta end cycle though. I can't do anything. You awaken the sounds of blaring proximity alarms. You're quickly unstrapped from your bunk and dizzily glance around. Lane! Bounty hunters! You kick off and glide to the door. As you do, Bliss pops their head around the corner. Sorry. They look a little sheepish. In all honesty, it's not my fault. Your wiring's all backwards. Takes you a moment to understand what's happening. You steady yourself against the door frame. Sorry, I'm just a little jumpy. I get it. Bliss looks down. Didn't mean to wake you. Takes you a while to get ready and drift down to the mess and see what's happening. By then, Bliss has turned off the alarms. You find them unspooling wires from a hatch you'd never previously noticed in the mess ceiling. Sorry again, Sleepa. A voice comes through the ceiling panels, muffled and dull. Sorry again, Sleepa. You settle at the stool, neatly tucking your legs behind the crossbar. How are the repairs coming? Bliss spins deftly, hooking their legs into the open ceiling so that, from your perspective, they are hanging upside down. Almost done, if you can believe it. Their messy hair floats around their head. A couple of cycles worth of diagnostics, and I'll be happy enough to release her back to you. Yawning Seraphin drifts in. Looks between the two of you, amused. What are you both doing up so early? You and Bliss exchange amused looks. What? What? Seraphin asks. You didn't hear the alarm? Shrugs. Heavy sleeper. He drifts over to the mess cupboard and hunt for some breakfast. Turn back to Bliss, but they have disappeared back in the ceiling panels. Before long, the mess is filled with the shrill screech of power tools. Seraphin looks totally unaffected and hooks himself into a stool, lazily sucking at a ration pouch while he taps away at the slate. The screech finally stops. After a while, you kick off from your stool. Time to head out. Bliss rushes after you, stopping you in the passageway before you can leave. I have something I want to show you. Please be the thing to fix my dice. Bliss leads you off to the main corridor into a corner of the ship you don't remember visiting before. Come into the room with low sloped ceilings, a single round window illuminating some neat tool storage, and a workbench set into the wall. Look, Bliss begins. I'm no specialist, but I'm a quick learner and good at repairs. They smile, and I think you have need of them. Oh my god, yes I do. Fix me! They glance at you at a tear in the thick vinyl skin of your arm. Can I look? Okay. They smile and lead you towards the workbench, then they turn your arm, looking at the tear from all angles. They reach over to the workbench and take a small sealant gun from the rack. You look at the setup. It's basic, but it looks clean and well organized. They gently close the tear with sealant, pressing edges together so it closes up neatly. After they're done, they release your arm and you can barely see the scar. Bliss admires their work. See? They smile. I know it's more serious than a tear. Bliss folds their arm, but I can handle it. They turn and search through the set of metal drawers for a moment. Here! They produce a couple of careful, machined, pristine components. Was saving these for an important job. They wink. I guess I just found it. Bliss pushes the components into your hands. Take them. When you're ready, come up here and we'll fix you up. These are a rare find, though. In future, we might have to make do with something lower quality. You can find scrap components at most scrapper ships, like the one that hang around the underhang. The better the components, the easier they'll integrate with your system. Bliss leans on the workbench. I'll do my best to keep you running. Thank you. Don't worry about it. You're a guest in my bay, and I can't have my guest's body collapsing, now can I? Plus, I think it benefits me if you think of me as indispensable. I should get back to the ship, fixing the ship. They leave you in the workshop among the simple tools, considering the particular quality of your new friend. Please. Dice repairs now available. Visit the rig. Yes! You can repair your dice at the rig workshop. You can only repair dice which are fully broken. Repairs require either scrap components or rare components. The better components you use, the less glitches you will suffer. You cannot repair dice during a contract. That makes sense. Okay. I have some components. Let's fix them dice up, baby. Yes, baby. Yes, baby. What sucks is clearly I don't get the dice back. I don't get the dice today, but I will get them tomorrow. So let's work on this frickin' thing before it explodes. And hopefully we don't make it worse. Cool. Did nothing, once again. Let's go to sleep. Let's go to sleep. Need some sleep. Good God. Ah. You jerk suddenly awake. A fragment is lodged in your mind. A shard of sound, signal a tone. It resonates like tinnitus. Obviously internal, inescapable. You look down to see your hands blurred, your fingers dancing as if they're typing. Settle them. Your fingers flap like caught birds. Take control. It takes all your force to settle them. You force yourself back into them, a sensation like squeezing on a tight pair of gloves. You flex your hands a little to feel them, test them. What was that? You take a deep breath to calm yourself, but as you do, you're reminded that you don't need to breathe. It is a claustrophobic sensation that you cannot shake. You get up, push off the wall, pull on your clothes, anything to escape the dreams that hover there in the back of your mind. Servant drifts in casually, heading to his bunk to grab something. You can't shake the strange sensation that he was just drifted into your mind. He shoots you a glance. I said, "Are you okay?" Gives you a concerned look. You look terrible. Not really. You mumble a response. Need to talk to me, sleeper. Servant gives you a look. I know something happened back when we were leaving Hexport. I don't know. I saw it, sleeper. Saw something change in your eyes. He pauses, looking for the right way to explain it. They were cold. Fixed. I've never seen that before. Back when we first met, I knew at once you were human. I knew because of your eyes. I'd never met a sleeper before, but I knew immediately that you were no machine. It was obvious. But then, on the rig, I couldn't see that anymore. I don't know what happened. What did it feel like? He gives you a curious look. Well, I might be able to do that. I might be able to do that. Okay. You close your eyes and recall the moment. You remember Lane's voice. The rig's hot and close and the numbness. And then you see it glittering in the non-space of your mind, thin and bright like spider silk. A thread. A connection between your mind and something else. You open your eyes to Seraph's expectant face. You try to think how to describe what you just felt, but words fail you. Still, you know you felt it. The invisible hand of a signal, linked to your mind, and the thought makes you shiver. We need to get you checked up. We need to know what's happening. This isn't just about you. But where? I've been asking around. Seraph's face is set to determination now. There's another station near this one. Flotsam. Haha. It's a funny name. It's a mess. An accumulation of wrecks and docked ships. A flotsam. But it also houses some of the best artificers in the wash. We should go there as soon as the rig is ready. Think about it. If you can't do it for yourself, do it for me. Please. Look, I know I don't know what it's like to be a sleeper. I understand there are things you can't tell me, can't show me, but I do know how fear can keep you from doing what you need to do. I'm not going to nag you about it, but it needs to be done. Passes by you as he leaves the bunk, squeezing your shoulder as he does, leaving you to your thoughts. You finish getting dressed, feeling your body, its strangeness, even though you wish you didn't. At the very least, you think, you need to find someone who can stop you falling apart. Maybe Flotsam is not such a bad idea. You push the thought to the back of your mind. There's a cycle ahead, and the rig isn't ready. When it is, then you'll see. So much to do. Let's fix this place for now. One thing at a time. Let's glitch out of here. Okay. Now that I have some sentience of ability in the back, I can actually do something. Taking on another person's problems again, though. Taking on another person's problems again. If that's what I do, I get in the shit. I get in the shit. Whether I should or not. My glitch should be gone now, or I have one more glitch. Shift lazily down to the ship's mess. You hear raised voices. You steer yourself for a moment at the entrance, then slip inside. Seraphim sits hooked onto his usual stool, his slate glowing beside him. He is shaking his head as you enter. Bliss, meanwhile, is floating freely and gesticulating sharply as they explain something important. I don't see why not, Bliss chops at the air. It's not like you have an alternative. We can get the cryo. It'll take time, but we can get it. That was the deal. Seraphim speaks calmly, trying to placate Bliss. Sleeper. Bliss spots you entering, and they turn to Seraphim. Let's see what the Sleeper thinks about it. About what? They both fall silent for a moment. Seraphim sighs. The rig's ready, Sleeper. Bliss gestures around the mess. I've fixed it. Hell, I've improved it. She's purring thanks to me. Now, wouldn't you say, having done such an incredible job, I deserve to be paid properly for my work? A calculated look crosses their face. A refitted, a retune like this would typically cost my client hundreds of cryo, even if I was feeling charitable. He knows where this is going. See, I could make you pay, or maybe you can even scrap the cryo up, but not without taking a contract and taking the ship off station, leaving me in the lurch. We wouldn't do that, Seraphim starts, but Bliss holds up a hand to shush him. So, I have a proposition. One that clears the debt completely. I will turn around the open sign on this little bay of mine and join up with you. You keep me in work, give me my split, and give me transit to wherever you are headed. I'll even keep the rig of yours working for free. What could be better than that? Yo, Bliss. Us paying and being on our way with no hangers on. Seraphim folds his arms and looks at you. Tell him, Sleeper. I think it would help to have a service technician on this ship, Seraphim. Are you kidding me? Do we not see what we've done in recent past? We could use their help. Bliss grins at Seraphim. See? Sleeper gets it? You can use my help. I'm an excellent engineer, a tidy shipmate, and half-decent chef. I'm done with Sparsman. I'm done taking not enough jobs for not enough cryo on a station where I know nobody. You're welcome. Seraphim holds up his hands. Look, we appreciate it, but we are on the run. Bliss, trust me, you're better off here. He gives them a serious look. Even telling you this could put you in danger. Bliss pauses. They... on the run! They shake their heads, smiling. You expect me to be scared off by some goofy shit? It's true. Bliss just shrugs. This system is at war. The belt is spiraling into crisis. Everyone's got something. I know you were at Hexport. Seraphim looks at them, open-mouthed, searching for a retort. What's happened there? Who's to say it won't happen here? I'm not sitting around watching this all play out any longer. I take a deep breath. Something has to give. This turns to Seraphim. Look, you've done your due diligence or whatever. You are on the run. I've been warned. I accept the risks. That's it. At the end of the day, your ship clamped into my bay. So unless you know my encrypted protocols, there's not much left to discuss. So you're gonna hold me fucking hostage? Seraphim shakes his head. A small smile crosses his face. They got us there. He looks at you and then at Bliss. Looks like we've gained a crewmate. He unhooks from his stool. But I'm moving to the engine room. And he drifts off towards the bunks to gather his things. You and Bliss exchange nervous looks. Sleeper? Welcome aboard. Bliss smiles and gives you a half-hearted mock salute. You leave Bliss in the galley and head for the cockpit. The rig is ready to fly again, but the question is, where to take her next? Seraphim mentioned Flotsam, a short starward journey from here. It's a busy station where you might find an artificer to help diagnose your glitches and errors. Sunward, meanwhile, in the Hellion Gate, an abandoned and uninhabited megastructure left over by the Solheim days, may be good for salvage, but not an easy place to survive. Beyond that, well, as they say, the boat is wide, and at least now we have a functioning ship. That we do. I think I have to leave by the end of the day. I don't think I can stay here any longer, because I don't know what that entails. And I don't want to fuck up again. So let's see if we can help with this. Probably not, actually. We've been too fucked up for too long. I'd really like to find something. This is full of food and stuff. I don't have any pluses here, though. I don't have pluses here either. Let's go back up top. Maybe we can find some food or something. I don't think I have enough to get anything, really. Oh, new location. Let's see. Here we go. Signal station. This just gets me some money. It's not really what I'm looking for. Hey! That's so lucky. Okay. New place. Boat Adventure. Oh, it's a gambling hall. Fuck. I was hoping for food and supplies. I don't think I'll get that lucky. We gotta go. It's not my phone, I mean, right? No, it's not. Okay. Possible hazard. Okay. Flotsam is where they said to go for thing. Let's over to Flotsam. So we're gonna literally be on the run through the belt, it looks like. The entire time. Something flickers in the back of your mind. You stop. You have to stop to blink it away. It is the tightness behind your left eye, an aching point that refuses to move. Bruh, Indy, what's up? Where you been? And then the voices begins, hissing through the background noise of the rig system. A new whine amongst the chorus of the life support and ventilation. Sleeper. Hiss brings Lane's sharp feature to mind. I suppose you thought you had slipped my net. Export jumps into your mind, an image of station immolation in white light. Though you were not conscious to witness it, you are distant. His voice hisses into the white noise. But you are not free of me yet. I'm coming, Sleeper. And I will retake control of what is mine. The closer I come to you, the more you will feel it. Lane moves your fingers to tap your forehead. I'm here. Till you cannot resist. Bright smile, pale eyes, a growing hiss that hurts. Then the hiss is gone. The rig suddenly quiet, the stinging tightness diffusing behind your eyes, but the fear remains. Someone copied that digging game already, bro. Already? Jesus. How? They had to have worked on it since the game came out. Or the moment they found out about it. Eye digging. Okay, we should be back now. We're going to blame all of that on Indy. It was all Indy's fault. Everybody point and boo Indy, because it's his fault. He did this. Someone says it's Sleeper again. Boo Indy and boo eye digging. Let me know when you guys are back and you can see all this. We're going to have to run the freaking ad again. And the game crashed too, so I think I have to jump. I think it saved just before I jumped. So we should be okay. Because I took a look, but I had no audio. Yeah. So we just got to jump again. It's all good. We had an ad coming up anyway, but we're going to fly to Flotsam. We're going to skip past this text we already read. Okay. Read that one. This is where we are. We're going to do our ad break, and then we'll be right back. For real. We're going to get lurk bait going again. This was working earlier. Hopefully it doesn't break this time. Blam cam. Alright, well, we return. Okay. Sorry, I had to fold laundry. Or put laundry away. We back. Did you get anything good, Indy? To move up the leaderboard? Chilling in third. They'd put such a gap, dude. Okay. Sleeper, you good? Seraphim is there, floating by your berth. You were talking. Something is wrong. Seraphim looks away. We'll find out what you need. Just keep going, okay? Squeezes your shoulder. We can do this. We're fast and smart. We keep moving. We don't stay anywhere for long. And we find a way. Somehow. You nod. You do not know how Lane is able to reach into your mind like this. How he's able to speak into you. But you want so desperately for it to stop. You must find out what he has done to you before it's too late. You must stay ahead of Lane at all costs. It's hard to tell where Flotsam ends and the ship parked at its many docking bridges begins. As Seraphim docks with the station, you realize that the rig now looks like just another piece of accumulated technology. One more bit of driftwood added to the raft. I love this place. Seraphim smiles. He shuts down the engine. You never know what you'll find. Been here before. Yeah, back when I first came to the belt. The crew I signed on with used to run salvage jobs out here. Fun place to spend your wages. See Bliss eyeing the station with what looks like both horror and fascination. You see the seals? They point out the twisted assemblage of ship parts. Total cowboy welds. They could pop any moment. Servant waves away their concerns. Oh, that's just the outer layer. I heard there's 6 or 7 in all. So, if one fails, it's no problem. He stretches and turns to you. You've got to taste some of the stuff they grow in old Takai. He kisses his fingers. That's good shit. Oh, great. So many layers of redundancy and fallbacks that you have no hope of isolating a leak and fixing it. The wrap on the wall of the rig. Sounds like a ship I know. Defend the rig. Servant joins in. The two of you shoulder to shoulder. She's got you out here, didn't she? Shrugs the Bliss. No sense of gratitude. I was joking. Bliss looks a little hurt and just out of the cockpit, shaking their head. You go to follow, but Seraphin puts a hand on your shoulder. Sleeper. He looks suddenly serious. Remember what I said about getting checked out? There are artificers all over this place. It'll take a bit of searching, but we need to know what is going on with you. That's why we're here. Good. Seraphin nods. Let me know what they say. I'm going to see if any of my old haunts are still open. Just out of the cockpit with a mock salute. Catch you later. You are left alone in the cockpit with a view of Floatsam's chaotic structure. You look over the multicolored plating. It does, you admit, have a certain charm. That does. Let's go figure out what's going on here. Explore Floatsam. And the other one's engineering I can't do. So we're going to explore Floatsam. Let's use my 4 first. Nice. This should give me something to do. Nice. A narrow escape. Take recovery contract. The narrow escape barman, Botan, is a tip about a recovery contract for a few chits. He'll give you the coordinates. Stranded rig, Alma, safe. My rig's blown its propulsion and I'm stranded on some godforsaken rock. Repair crew needed. We'll split hull, no time waster or thieves, I'm armed. Requirement, recover stranded rig, payment, scrap, plus components. Okay. Don't have any fuel, but it's worth looking into. Let's just throw 2 on here. Cool. New location. The Ferris tanker. The fuel freighter. Okay, cool. I can buy fuel here. I think I'll buy scrap components. Oh, it's expensive to refill my fuel. Okay. We'll go another day and search. Oh, Lane is hunting you again. His progress will be tracked by the hunt clock. If this is filled, he will catch up to you. It will increase once every cycle you spend in a hub. However, each time you travel, it will reduce by 3. Keep moving, you can stay one step ahead of... Oh god, okay. Okay. It's rough. It's rough. Because I'm still broken. I got glitch again. Shit. I have 2 glitches. Alright, we gotta explore some more. New location. Old Takei. What the fuck did you say it was called? Old Takahe. Can buy supplies here. I can fill supplies, but everything's fucking expensive. Work the hydroponics. I can't do that, the hydroponics. I'm gonna do one more search of this place. Probably gonna be bad. Come on. What do you got for me here? Cool. The chaos that floats them intrigues you. Passage to passage is the most incoherent place you have ever visited. Plating, cladding, cushioning of all kinds of conditions hides a forest of wires and ducts, interfacing in ways their manufacturers would never dream possible. Rooms are crushed cargo bays, flipped bridges, and eviscerated engine rooms. Patchwork corridors were lumped with messy welds, bending worryingly along their length. It is, put nicely, a total mess. It's not that you don't like it, but finding an artificer among this chaos has been more than a little challenging. This cycle, searching these winding passages once more, seeing only scrap merchants and junk shops, you've begun to wonder if Seraphin had any idea of what he was talking about when he advised you come here. A sleeper? The voice cuts through the pungent air. Well, I never. You glance in the voice's direction and find yourself looking at a small booth. Piled with tech, behind a fogged and scratched plastic screen is a meticulously arranged counter, the only clear spot in sight. At it, an older man with wet and wandering eyes sits neatly. Approach the booth. Jean-Mi tilts his head. I didn't mean to be rude. Please. He bows a little. Stay silent. How... He pauses, taking care with his speech now. How are you feeling, Sleeper? He beckons you a little closer. I am Jean-Michel. Though please, you, Jean-Mi. I work with machines. He sweeps a hand above his counter where you see configurations of tiny parts. Mostly small ones. He smiles. Okay. Good. He chops his hands to indicate a stool with a leg bar meant for perching beside his counter. And such is the clarity and persuasiveness of his movements that you obligingly sit. Your presence is rare honor here. He smiles and looks down in his lap. I am sorry if I make you uncomfortable. I am just very pleased to see you. Can I help you with something? I was more imagining I could help you. I can see your journey to me has not been easy, he says with genuine concern. You track his eyes across your body, noticing the scuff marks on your thick vinyl skin, the replaced and broken parts of your body, the marks of violence. You pull your jacket a little tighter. Jean-Mi folds his hands one over another and places them on the counter. I do not know what your experience has been, but I want to assure you that I see you as a person, a being, a soul, shall we say, as valid as any other. Look at Jean-Mi, his own age and wear also evident, a life of precise and careful work shaping his body into a reflection of his process. You note his unconfident way of speaking, which betrays a certain loneliness, lack of practice. It is his turn to feel observed. How do you expect me to respond? He looks away. I'm sorry. I do not think I am expressing myself well. He looks down at his counter and begins to take apart a tiny piece of machinery that sits there. Many years ago, when I began my apprenticeship, I would find that whenever I saw something that, was not working well, I was fixated on it and its repair, tinkers with the parts, twisting them precisely. Of course, the belt is filled with this kind of dysfunctional detail. And so I was busy, for many years, with these small fixings. But now, I find that when I am interested in a thing that is not working as it should, sharply twists out of the parts between his fingers, it is because it might have some quality not yet foreseen or discovered. He releases the altered object into the air, where it ballistically twists in hypnotic display, like a spinning top whose movements are totally unpredictable. Jean-Mi smiles at you watching his hypnotic toy. I can see that you are in a process of becoming, Sleeper. He catches the spinning toy between his fingers and thumb. Let me aid you in this. What do you mean? Jean-Mi's precise hands drop to a device around his neck. He deftly pulls a pair of goggles up to his face, masking his wet eyes. Hold still, Sleeper. Something flickers inside the goggles, their face blank. Jean-Mi's hands play across buttons and switches on the exterior, tuning, focusing. What are you doing? Jean-Mi holds up a single stubby finger and continues to work. When the goggles are finally lowered, they reveal a look of concern on Jean-Mi's face. I think you better come inside. He kicks off from the desk and disappears. A moment later, you hear a rattle, and a small bulkhead door besides the booth that you had assumed was rusted shut creaks open. Jean-Mi beckons you inside. Jean-Mi's workshop is even more cramped than you expected. As you enter, you are surrounded on all sides with netting holding bundles and bundles of terminals, servers, drivers, and cables. At its center, a padded seat and a set of articulated arms mounted with sensors and tools fill the space. The seat, please. Jean-Mi gestures at it with a polite smile. Sit. Tentatively settle on the seat, slipping your arms and feet into the straps meant to keep you from floating out into zero-G. Jean-Mi floats beside you. He looks across your body. There's damage here. I see that. We will get to that. But I see something else here as well. This is why you came. He looks at you solemnly. What are you talking about? Please, Sleeper, let me be frank with each other. Though I have never met a Sleeper, I have studied them. I was lucky to acquire some materials from SNOP some time ago, in the interest of my own endeavors. He begins arranging a series of sensors around you on articulated arms. You are pleasantly distinct from those materials. His eyes flash with excitement. Am I right in thinking you have been modified? Why do you ask? You are physically modified, not externally, but internally. Carefully positions the final sensor. Your tracker is disabled, which makes it impossible for SNOP to find you. Congratulations. He smiles broadly. But this is not all. You have been modified, yes, but you are also being modified as we speak. You feel a strange claustrophobia as Jean-Mi's statement. Modified? Seraphim rebooted your system, ran the recoding protocol, but that shouldn't have physically changed you. It only removed your planned obsolescence. How? Jean-Mi goes to the terminal and flicks a switch. Through the back of the translucent screen, you see a nodal web in the vague shape of sitting body, your body. These changes appear to be complex, subtle, but consistent. Jean-Mi goes silent as he taps at the terminal, the representation of your body rotating and unfolding in unsettling motions. What changes? See here. He points out a flickering representation of your spine, tracing a line towards your head. Your nervous system is growing additional nodal points, here and here. Meanwhile, your emulation interface is growing an umbilical access port. Though towards what end I am unsure, you instinctively reach back to touch the base of your head. As you do, the scan flickers and screeches with noise. You feel for something there growing under your thick vinyl skin. Can you feel a lump, or is it just your imagination? You pick at it. Jean-Mi sighs and shuts off the terminal. The changes are partial, and in all honesty, he gestures sharply at the sensors, the resolution is too poor. I need to run a full diagnostic, but for that I would need... He drifts over to another terminal and brings up screens and screens of text and diagrams. Yes, some kind of medium to hold your suspended emulation. The access jack I can build myself, but we will need to bridge your emulation. Jean-Mies speaks quietly, almost to himself. A ship mind would be ideal for this. Would have to be high capacity, a prime ship mind. Solheim in origin. Perhaps Hellion Gate might hold records of any that were in the system. He taps the terminal. Sherman turns back to you. Yes, the prime ship mind is essential if you wish further investigation to be done. I will need this above all. He thumbs the terminal off. I'm sorry to say, Sleeper. Can't you tell me more? Accurately? No. He meshes his fingers in front of his chest. It is clear that a process has begun, but has yet to complete. Jean-Mies busies himself with taking down the sensors and folding away the articulated arms. As he does, you try to calm yourself. Feel as if you have worms under your skin. It takes all your focus not to pick at its seams. Jean-Mies suddenly, but gently, places a hand on yours. Please remain calm. He puts a careful, restored, rare component in your hands. This can help you. Jean-Mies waits for you to fall still. Then leans back a little, relieving some of the strange intimacies of the moment. For now, our work is concluded. Meshes his fingers again and bows with a small head bob. But you are welcome anytime. Thank you? Of course. His manner seems to have returned to something more businesslike. A humble man who knows his customers' needs. You get up from the seat, a little dazed, and push away from the passage. Safe travel, Sleeper, Jean-Mies says quietly, placing the promised list in your hands as he lets you back into the station. You leave dazed, unsure of how you feel about the insistence of this man's particular kindness, but most of all haunted by the idea of an unseen process that are running within you. Part of you does not wish to know anything further, to leave this place and never look back, and another is desperate to immediately retrieve every object on this list so that you may know what strangeness is happening within you. For now, you must steady yourself and find a way to continue. Seraphine comes to find you in your bunk. After Jean-Mies' assessment, you find yourself drifting back to the rig, in need of the familiarity and comfort of your own ship. Sleeper, he drifts in. Find an artificer? He hovers by the door, looking concerned. Explain. Tell him about Jean-Mies. How he offered you repair and ran an assessment of your frame. Describe the cramped booth, the articulated arms, the strangeness of seeing your own body anatomized upon the terminal screen. Then you tell him that your body is changing, growing, in ways Jean-Mies cannot identify, that some process has been started and you do not know where it will end. You mention umbilical ports and nodal points, trying your best to remember the details of things Jean-Mies asked you to retrieve. Seraphine grows pale and silent. Shakes his head when you stop talking. Lane. He frowns. That piece of shit has to be behind this. You don't know that. I know it, Sleeper. A dark look crosses his face. I am sure of it. We'll get what you need. We'll find the ship mind. A bit of work here and there. We can make it to Hellion Gate and wherever else. What about your stuff? We'll do that too. He thumbs the wall. We're free, Sleeper. No one can stop us. Just say the word, okay? He goes quiet. Don't give up on yourself just yet. Get up and get back to it. With that, he turns and kicks down the corridor, disappearing from sight. You wait a little while, staring at the stained ceiling of the bunks, letting the thoughts settle in your mind. And then, when you're done, you get up and leave. dazed, but with a stony determination growing in your chest. Integrator's office? Load some maintenance, buy engine components. Everything's so expensive. These meshing systems as well as scrap. The integrators will pay you any skilled meshing. I have no energy right now. This is Jean-Mi's booth. Okay. Okay. We gotta go to bed for... Oh, wait. Oh. How'd I get a rare component? Give me that dice, baby. I don't know where that came from, but I'll take it. Let's end the cycle. Oh, I forgot to eat. Gotta eat. Yeah, I'm gonna eat. I'll get some food. Okay. We can get some cryo. We can refuel here, but it's expensive. We need fuel before we can go anywhere. Let's buy this job. This is 2 fuel away. Okay. It's not too bad. We can probably afford to buy that. We don't have much food, though. So I gotta try and get some food from here. I can do this float summon thing. That'll give me some money. Only 8. Only 8. We'll use our glitched one. Glitching needs to stop. Okay. A little bit more money. Let's buy some fuel. Wait, I thought I bought 2. Okay, we don't have much money. Supplies are expensive. We do need some more supplies, though. Okay. Let's try for one more, please. Nice. Okay. We can go buy some food. Let's take one more day. And the next day we can get some, a little bit more. All those dice rolls are bad, baby. Those dice rolls are bad. Okay. We gotta eat. Don't want to eat the supplies I just bought. Food is expensive, man. How much is the thing? It's the same as buying one. Okay. Let's try to get one more. Okay, we can buy one more supply. Okay. Now we can head off to this mission real quick. -3. Okay, that's fine. We can use the money. You gotta leave dude behind, though. Oh, fuck. Keep your hands where I can see them. The voice crackles over the open channel to your suit comms as you near the stranded brig. You slow your approach a little as you move towards the ship, its shape lumpy and skeletal in the distant light of the sun. A warm welcome bodes well for the rest of the job. Bliss shoots you a concerned look. Look up from the stranded ship ahead. Clearly they are feeling a bit exposed. We're here to help. Well, I figured that, the voice retorts. Otherwise I would have put a hole in that shiny rig of yours already. You arrive at the side of the rig, inspecting the damage as you do. Half the hull plating and big chunks of the internal structure seems to be missing, but you have a feeling that is not what you are here to fix. The airlock opens and you move inside. The interior all exposed, wires and metal framework. The system wheezes and shudders as it cycles. Damn. Nothing of value here, so if you're looking to steal something, you are welcome to. Alma greets you plainly inside the rig. You do the work that needs, and I'll take your half of the haul. Like, you do work needed, and I'll let you take half your haul. Understood? Well, alright then. Her face. Face is placid and unchanged as a rock. Here's the short of it. Engine's conked out on me, and I'm no engineer. Can usually get her going, but this time no dice. Get it? Dice? Dice game? It's a dice game? It's a TTRPG dice game? She looks between you and the rest of the crew. Surprised there's so many of you, to be honest. Bliss smiles sympathetically. Sorry about that, but don't worry. I've worked on these engines before. They give Alma a wink. I can handle this. Don't be so sure. Alma leads you towards the engine room. The layout of her rig much the same as yours. This girl is the sensitive type. You know how to handle her. Central quarter of the ship snakes in a way that is unfamiliar to you, and you realize the rig is far more heavily modified than your own. Something that becomes all the more obvious when you arrive in the engine room. Rather than the rig's stock engine, a singular block and double turbine with feed lines between, Alma's engine is a mess of piping and feed lines, linking up multiple raw components well to the interior frame of the room. Your eyes widen at the sight. Been adding her since I was young. Alma smiles at the chaos. Might look like a mess, but she purrs when she's running. Bliss is shaking her head slowly. Oh, sleeper. This is going to be special. You struggle to tell if they are intimidated or impressed. Perhaps a little of both. That's about all of it. Alma gestures to the exploded engine. Get her running and you'll get your half of the haul. What's the haul? Alma glides over the window set at the side of the engine room, points to the corroded remains of a facility, deep in the asteroid's loose, dusty surface. There's the haul. She taps on the glass. Good as fine as I've seen. The hull is the building? Building and all that's in it. Alma screws up her face. Well, you too good for scrapping? By rights, that building's mine. Scrapper's claim. Alma scratches a mess of hair. You help me get it running, and you're welcome to take what you want from it. Up to a maximum 50% of raw mass, that is. We have to extract it ourselves. She looks you up and down. You feel the first acknowledgement of you being a sleeper. I doubt it would trouble one of you. Anyways, leaving with nothing unless my girl is here is back in shape by the time you're done. She folds her arm across her chest, so get to it. You turn back to the engine, your eyes tracing the madness of interlocking systems. You're starting to have the horrible feeling that this contract is some kind of elaborate joke. Great. Well, let's get her working. Oh, good. None of us have Endure, and only you have Engineering. Great. You work on that, I guess. Alma's girl. Alma's engine fills the room like some eccentric sculpture. To try and fix it must be studied and understood. Illusion has seen a lot of use and modifications. Fixing it seems learning how it works. Good thing I brought Bliss with me. I can't do anything about that. Not with this rolls. Can I push to get one good roll? Alright, we'll do that. I'll throw my 6 in there. Cool. That's all I can contribute to that. Let's look in here. Oh my god, all of this is bad. Let's look for hidden treasures, I guess. Nice. Do I keep going with this too? We'll try 1, 2. I think this makes me tired, so... yeah, just stressed. Fuck it. Nothing's breaking. I'm just getting stressed out. Okay. Let's sleep a cycle. Oh, God. Okay, that's better rolls. Ooh, and you got great rolls, Bliss. That engine working. Nice. That's what we like to see, Bliss. I can't throw you anything myself, so I'm gonna go in here. I'll throw my rolls at it. Damn. I'm gonna be stressed out on this one. I need my homie. I need my homie with me. I need my homie body. Actually, 4. That works better. I am stressed the fuck out. There's a hiss and a rush of stale air as the sealed bay deep the facility tunnel opens for the first time in years. The beams of your suit lamps reach into the dark, picking out waves of dust and debris. They reveal a small bay, big enough for a shuttle, but not a rig like yours. As you glide inside, those same beams catch on the frames of something that sits at the center of the bay. It is wide and flat, with a cylindrical central section that runs its length. As you move around it, look at the sections of plates and open frame. Rust is a ship, or at least it was. This frame filled with rusty components and partially covered with old hull parts suggests a vast ship, an arrowhead designed to cut through debris and even atmosphere. You float up a little and see into a central cylinder, and your lamps reveal a cockpit outfitted for 2 people. One sat behind the other. The seats are carefully upholstered, and of course this was a labor of love. The whole ship, in fact, seems built by hand, a custom model with little function out here beyond looping around asteroids for the thrill of it. Looking closer, brushing away the surface corrosion, you see flames painted on the hull plates in curling patterns, the brush strokes visible even after what must be many years. As you inspect the half-finished ship, a sense of quiet wonder keeping you silent. You notice a glint towards its rear. You approach it and see an engine. An interlocking tubes and flared vents. It is unlike any you've ever seen. But the holes in its side suggest it may never have been finished. These holes are the source of the glint. You reach in and pull out some strange-looking engine components, each pristine and complex. You hesitate for a moment, suddenly feeling like you shouldn't be disturbing such an intimate object. But it occurs to you that nothing would please the person who built this ship more than seeing these handmade components put to use. You secure them in your suit and push away from the ship. As you leave the bay, you turn and take one last look at the treasure inside. It's possible that it never flew, or perhaps it was in the middle of an extensive refit when this place was abandoned. Either way, the flying years have long since passed, and now, with the bay open, it will corrode much faster, melding with the animized scrap of this place in mere cycles. You suppress a shiver, and then start the journey back up to the surface, aware of the components dangling at your side. Engine components, nice. And we sleep a day. I'm safe enough to, yeah. Oh, but I can't do that right now. And cycle. Should be able to rest, I think. Could I sleep? I'm technically safe. It said it was a safe mission. Oh well. Oh, you rolled ones today, dude? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. How you gonna roll ones, dog? What do you rethink you rolling ones, dude? Okay. Sacrifice my good rolls. Sacrifice my good rolls. Come on. Okay. Alright, we need one more. I don't need more stress. Okay. We got the engine working. You all gather in Alma's rig to see the engine tested. The engine room purrs and chitters. It seems to warm with the sound of the engine, with the polyrhythmic vibrations that rattle through the open framework of the interior. Look over to Alma and see her eyes are closed, a small tremble at the corner of her mouth. You look at the engine, Alma's engine, an object that you have come to respect over the past cycles, even if it hasn't necessarily grown to love it. It is, as you see it now, a difficult thing to love. Whole parts of it make little sense, and its oldest systems, those now bypassed and made obsolete by newer additions, still somehow play an integral role you don't understand. It is unwieldy and unnecessary, so that the accumulation of parts and patches from its long service makes it surprisingly fragile. Meanwhile, the sections have been welded and re-welded so many times that they are impregnable and will never be able to replace. It is uncooperative and prone to sudden outbursts of cooling fluid or even fuel. It is restless and it will begin to leak when left idle for too long. It is always too cold or too hot thanks to the coolant and the fuel, and it is hard to predict which it will be at any given moment. And yet, despite all this, it's an object you feel close to, that you feel a kinship with, because in the end, you, too, are an accumulation of broken parts, long outliving their operational limits. You, too, are a machine that has become a story that has grown beyond the ability of others to understand it. You look over to Alma again, and Bliss is there beside her. You can see they're talking, but with the engine running, you cannot hear them. You watch for a moment, Bliss now patiently listening as, in faltering words, Alma explains something to them. Bliss nods, and then suddenly they embrace, gentle and with care. Bliss pushes back, and as soon as the moment has passed, it seems like it might not have happened at all. Nothing in the two figures' attitudes betrays the act, and the room seems unchanged. You try to remember if you have seen them speaking before now, but you recall there are many moments when you were not with Bliss. As you watch Alma's approach, you realize the engine is not just special to you, and that between her and Bliss might have been the bridge to a unique kind of respect. That's the job, Sleeper. Alma approaches you from the other side of the room, and you know where the payment is to be found. believe that brings our business to an end. Alma scratches her hair. Unless you have something to add. That's all. Fine then. Appreciate the assistance. You're welcome to take what you want from the hangar if you haven't already. You see a knowing shimmer in her eyes. Now, I must kindly ask you to leave my ship. Sherlock cycles. You look across at Bliss and swear you see a tear in their eye. You okay? Bliss turns to you as if they've forgotten you were there. I'm good, Sleeper. Really good. This place reminds me of why I do what I do. Why I fix things. There's a beauty in it. You find yourself drifting away from Alma's rig in a haze of thoughts. It's clear to you as this point that Alma's history is written all over this place. But more than that, well, you can't be sure. This story, it seems, isn't for you. You realize as you gaze at the broken remains of the facility that Alma never took any of her half of the haul. You turn back and squint at the cockpit of her rig. You see her there, looking out across the wasteland, still as a statue. It's an image that, as you load into the rig and begin to prepare for depart, will stick with you. One that, every time you enter the engine room of your ship, a room almost identical to the engine room of Alma's rig, will leap into your mind. A woman floating above the wreck of what was once her home, looking for a reason to keep going. Aw. Ain't that lovely? Push! And now to go in there and start taking shit. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna leave now. Because I'm too stressed out to continue. Let's do one more cycle, because we do 3 cycles anyway, I think. If I know how this works yet, by now. I just can't get more stress. So you're going to be doing it. Have fun. Okay. I don't think we're going to get raw materials out of this, Bliss. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be real. There's a very low likelihood we're going to get anything out of this. Yeah. I think it's time we go. Let's leave. I don't think we can do any more, and we are going to have to end the stream here. How much money did we get? None. We have to use what we got to sell and stuff. Who would buy this? They wouldn't buy it here. Field some integration. Buy engine components. Have some spare component spares, but they know they're valuable and the price seems heavy. Wait, does nobody buy this off of me? Oh, shit. Oh, god damn it. We have no money. We can just buy fucking scrap. Oh, no. Oh, no. We need money. That's where I got raw scrap from. We need money. Very badly. Very, very badly. We have a whole lot of nothing. Oh, but no time passed here. Oh. That's good at least. Oh, but I can use these. Oh, no, I can't. That's something different. Okay. we're gonna end here. We're gonna end here. Because I gotta go. We had to end stream early because I have to run over. But thank you guys for joining me today. Those that stuck around for all that. I hope you enjoy it. If you guys really don't enjoy it, let me know. We'll do something different. Otherwise, I'm going to play this game. Otherwise, I will see you guys all on... Ooh, do we do stream Friday? I have to do, like, legal stuff. Oh, well, no. I can't do the legal stuff. Yeah, we'll probably stream Friday. Fish and code. Code and fish. Fish and code. Code and fish. So I will see you guys all then. Otherwise, we'll be there Saturday. And then we'll be back next week. Same time, same place. You guys have a fantastic day. Let's see. I think we're going to end out here. I don't think there's anybody live right now. We're just going to end out here. Thank you guys so much for coming. Oh, I got to send you back. I got to send you guys back. That's my mistake. I got to send you guys out of here. We're going to jump back. And then we're going to go. We're just going to end after that. So, thank you guys again so much for coming around here. We were playing Citizen Sleeper. This game. I know we had a crash, but it's okay. For the game dev stuff, that's what we have to do Friday. See, I have to do legal stuff like setting up the actual LLC. We gotta get the Steam page going. I have to get stuff for the trailer written. So I have like writing to do. So we'll see. Writing and some art to do for the game. I think we're going to do a teaser trailer before that first trailer I was talking about doing. I was inspired by some YouTuber stuff that I saw. That's probably what we will do first. And then we'll get into the big update stuff. We just have a lot of little things we have to do to get everything ready to go. So, that's it. Thank you guys for coming by. I will see you guys all next time. Till then, peace.